Deku, Deku, you can call me Deku.
What's up guys, Rick Gang, what is going on out here? It is a lovely evening outside as you can see, and today of course we are gonna bring you the long-awaited react/cooking video that I promised you today. And of course we are back here in my ghetto ass kitchen. It's not pretty, it's not comfy, but it is home and it is my kitchen. It is my kingdom come just for me. Come. I'm gonna cook you one of the most ingredients that you probably haven't heard much, or maybe have heard if you have your own garden, or maybe not, who knows. My neighbors always bring these delicious vegetables whenever they can, and they have so many of them that sometimes I don't know what to do with them, and it is squash. Damn, it's so big, and just, you know, you can make the jokes about them yourselves. Anyways, the squash, or as I like to call them in my language, kabatis. It looks like a giant overgrown ass, what was it, zucchini, if you put like steroids on it, but yes, this is homegrown, locally, from our gardens. It's really nice. You probably could buy this for like a lot of money on the markets or the local, you know, food shops or whatever, but I got it for free, because that's what I do. I get stuff for free, because of my good looks and, you know, because I'm a good boy. But anyways, I'm gonna teach you what to make with this delicious vegetable today. So without any further ado, let's go check out the ingredients. So let's start with our main ingredients, what we're gonna need for this delicious dish. Our big ass green shrekak, I mean squash. Some flour, any kind of flour do. I mostly just use white flour because it's always the superior one to any other inferior colored flours, you know, yes. And of course, some eggs. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I know, right? Quite simple. Just eggs, some flour, and squash. Oh, of course, salt and pepper as well, but that's, you know, neither here nor there. And of course, my last ingredient, but that's optional, Dr. Pepper. I wish this video was sponsored by Dr. Pepper, but unfortunately it's not. But you know, this is for me optional as a delicious drink. I bought this at the local Westerner shop for €1.49. Quite pricey, I know. Probably in America it costs like 20 cents a pop, but you know, it's like whatever. This is very special. It tastes kind of nice. Oh man, that is nice. Naturally, artificially flavored. How the fuck does that even work? Naturally and artificially. You can't have both, you have to choose one. Anyways, what we're gonna do with this one? Well, that's quite simple. We're gonna cut up our squash in like nice ring-shaped pieces. Not too thin, not too thick slices. Then we're gonna baste them in flour, or batter them in flour, I think that's the word for it. And then baste them in oil? Is that how you say it? Fuck, I don't know. I'm starting to forget the language. Anyways, yes. First in flour, then in oil, and then we're gonna fry it on the pan. Add a little bit salt and pepper, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, it's gonna make a nice delicious snack. It's almost like a great, how do you say it, substitute for, let's say, meat perhaps? Or maybe for you vegetarian lovers, if you enjoy this kind of stuff, this is really good. So yeah, let's go. So we got our squash here. I thought I'm gonna use only about half today because I don't want to eat too much of this stuff, but yes, we're gonna use only half. Let's now cut it up in nice, almost thin slices. Let's say about, I think yay big should be more than enough. Yes, pretty nice. So that's our squash done. Cut it up. Now we just need some eggs. And now we're just gonna mix up our eggs. Normally some people would like to add like salt and pepper in the eggs already and just mix it up with them and then batter them, or you know, make like an omelette where they usually put like salt and pepper already. But guys, never ever do that. Always add seasoning after, because when you add like, let's say, salt or pepper and this stuff, what it's gonna do instead is the salt is gonna go to the bottom, because eggs are pretty much liquid, right? And what happens when you add something hard that has, you know, some gravity pull to it, it's gonna sit at the bottom. It's never gonna float. Salt doesn't float, not really. And this should be more than enough. Don't mix too much because we don't want to make a creme brulee or anything. And now we just need to add our flour. You can add it on the pan or maybe in like a small bowl like this. I'm gonna use a little bowl instead. And yeah, here we go. Let me just scoot this up a little bit over here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We got our eggs, we got our flour, and we got our squash ready. All we need to do is just fry these bad boys on the pan. Let's go. And here we go. Our pan is heating up quite nicely. Now we just need to batter our little bad boys here. And just more than enough flour, don't be too shy. Then our eggs. It's almost like you're making a schnitzel, or what you will call it. I forgot the name for it. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, I hope. First one goes. The next one. And here we go, our squash is frying nicely. We have to fry them about a couple 5 minutes, 10 minutes or so until it becomes nice golden crispy, and it also becomes nicely, how do you say it, soft, limp, one of those words, yeah. Also can't forget about some salt. And a little bit of pepper as well. And as you can see, the color is quite nice and brown. Very delicious. And yes, fry them about 10 minutes or so until they become golden brown from both sides, and also that it cooks completely thoroughly, so it's like nice and soft in the middle and on the outsides as well. And there we go, our last pieces of our fried squash is about almost done here. Just need to add a little bit salt here, a little bit salt there. Believe it or not, the smoke was coming a little bit too much because I put the stove on way too high on way too high heat, and it started just, you know, smoking all over the place, and the fucking fire alarm in the next room was going off in the whole house. Really bad. I also got a little bit of leftover omelette du fromage here, very nice. And our last squash is here, done here as well. I also noticed a little bit of burn marks here left on the sides, on the plastic. Ooh, that's kinda sucks actually. I mean, it doesn't really, you know, damage it that much, but it's kinda like a bad look. It's only like, what, been almost barely a month since I bought this, and it's like, yikes, yeah. Anyways, we got this bad boy fried here, all ready to go. Maybe just a little bit more. This one is done. This one a little bit more. This one is done. This one just needs a little bit more time. This one is done. This one is also done. And these ones are also pretty much done. So yeah, we are done here. That is it. So, let's just turn this off. And there we go. Our plate of squash is ready. Delicious. Let's try it out on the taste test, shall we? So, our plate of delicious squash is finally ready, and let's try out how it tastes. Awesome. Just enough salt, just enough pepper, and just enough eggs and the flour for the batter. A little bit Dr. Pepper to wash it all down. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today's cooking. Fried squash snack. That's what I'm gonna call it today. And tomorrow around morning when I finally wake up, I'm gonna make the next set react video, gonna put it on YouTube, and we're gonna check out what's new or what's not new. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this little cooking video today. It's not too much, not too fancy, not too whatever, but it is what it is. And it is goddamn delicious. Oh, so thank you guys for tuning in. Let's jump in over to the react video and let's see what's what. Let's go. Alright, good morning guys, how are you doing? I finished my cooking video yesterday, as you seen in the clip just a few seconds ago. I woke up, I had a nice quick shave, you know, washed up my face, did all the things, ate breakfast, tried some Korean noodles with miso paste, I think it was, with red beans. It was acquired taste. The noodles were kind of bland and the red paste was actually quite delicious. Tastes like soy sauce and something sweet, something mixed up. But overall, meh, wasn't that really cool. But yes, anyways, so checking out the next set video. Let's see, which one haven't I seen? Total Annihilation Kingdoms, did I saw it? Might and Magic 6, did I seen it? No, I don't think I've seen this one. I quickly glanced over it one time. I know I left like a comment to it 4 months ago saying, oh, I'm gonna leave this for another day. And 4 months later, yeah, here we go. This is my day off. We're gonna check it out right now. So, yeah, might as well go with Might and Magic 4. No way. Is that who I think it is? No freaking way. That's Paul Romero. Holy shit. That's the guy who composed all the Might and Magic soundtracks. That's fucking awesome. You actually got him on your video? God damn, what a lyrical genius. Not lyrical, musical.
Hey people, it's Paul Anthony Romero here.
Hey people, Seth here. Shout out to my man,
Hey
Paul
people,
Anthony
Seth.
Romero, the actual composer
Hey, Seth,
for the
people here.
entire Might and Magic series.
God, I
he made
love
like 9 takes of this intro. Bless your autism. Today, we're doing 2 things for the first time.
Motherfucking legend.
One, I'm re-reviewing Might and Magic 6, The Mandate of Heaven.
Reviewing.
Why? Because my original
Why?
wasn't very good. So I took it down. Completely unrelated,
Wait,
but
you did?
it also featured hardcore pornography in the first few milliseconds. 2, I'm not actually
Oh, yeah.
reviewing Might and Magic 6. I'm reviewing Might and Magic 6 inside Might and Magic 8. Listen, it's complicated. Some time ago, a madman decided to merge Might and Magic 6, 7, and 8 inside the Might and Magic 8 engine and mod the shit out of it. How
What
does
the
it work?
fuck?
No idea. My coding experience is limited.
Would you like to buy something? See ya, cheapskate.
But it's very fun. All you need is a copy of Might and Magic 8 Day of a Destroyer from GOG and to follow the instructions linked below. Right, let's get
So
to
it's
the
a
meat of
mod?
it. Seth, why you playing a bunch of first-person RPGs more than 2 decades old?
Yeah,
I don't
why?
know.
Because nostalgia is a hell of a drug, and my emotional cortex
also.
is holding me hostage, falsely associating the first time I ever played these games with the positive connotations of being a child.
Fair
That's
enough.
why I'm here right now, walking through a gray-brown corridor.
I never played like these like first-person RPG type of games. The only ones that I played that are similar to this one was pretty much just all the old school Wolfenstein and Doom, and that's pretty much it. But never this one. I don't think my brain would handle it. I'm not that autistic, or am I?
Searching for a tiny button on the wall the color of puke that will help me access the next part of this endless, featureless abyss. That's also why there's grown-ass men out there wearing Zelda t-shirts in public, because they played before life got complicated, and they related.
Fun fact, I actually saw a grown-ass child who was even much more heavier than me wearing a fucking, what was it, Witcher shirt? Yeah, that was kinda Yeah. I wanted to say him, hey, girl trivia school and all that, but then I thought, I can't be seen here in public doing that.
It to a simpler time, before Mom and Dad got divorced, before Dad caught yellow fever, and came back with a new mommy from the Philippines. The mod, titled World of Enroth, lets
Just
you
like in
start in
Sweden.
any one of the free games, allows you to travel across worlds, and complete all the storylines.
I suppose you'll be wanting Satterface. Don't mind the rats.
The
Wait,
lore
what?
You'll be what?
Rent a room. Oh, I thought it says fuck packs. Why would I read that? Anyways, what about the quest? What is it? Is it a spaceship or space lizards like the last time?
Satterface. Don't mind the rats.
The lore explanation for this is that the other two groups of heroes have been accidentally written out of time. This might sound ridiculous. On the other hand, I'm in a universe where I'm spending all my time getting the approval of the medieval United Nations so I can visit their oracle downstairs, which is actually an ancient supercomputer you have to restore by finding all four of its RAM sticks. So it can give you the prophecy that you will visit the oracle and return upstairs with an ancient weapon that will help expel the devils from Enroth. A fucking gun, which comes in two flavors, gun
course I fucking
and gun
guessed it.
with capitalization. Now,
Jesus
before I go on to
Christ.
explain that angels in Heroes of Might Magic 3 are actually synthetic androids, or that devils are actually a race of aggressively expansionist aliens, and that the reason we're inside a medieval fantasy setting is because we nuked ourselves and took out the entire interplanetary Stargate network to slow their advance, I'll make the quick point that the actual lore of this game is insane enough already. Let's talk about gameplay.
Alright.
First and foremost, check this out. We got mouse look. I don't have to press page up, page down each time I want to rotate my neck. Because
nice.
we're in the latest engine, you can have 5 party members, which can be swapped out and replaced at any time. For my current party, we started in Might and Magic 6. Why? Because they got the best portraits, and one of them looks like Johnny Depp. Just look at his bright smile as he murders an entire crowd of women. You can complete the games with...
Well, that's understandable, seeing that he was bullshitted in that court case. At least he's doing all good now. So, good on you, Johnny.
any combination of party members. But who am I kidding? No,
Yeah, who are
no,
you
you can't. There's shit out there that turns you to stone, gives you autism, causes schizophrenia, induces narcolepsy, goblinization, smallpox, death, and eradication. Do you know the difference between death and eradication? With
no, I
death,
do not.
you still got a body to revive. With eradication, there is not a single atom left of your body. Good luck medicating
Yikes.
a lack of existence. Thus, I strongly recommend you get a cleric and a sorcerer. Others claim you can survive with just a druid, but here's a hypothetical. Somebody dies, the druid can revive them. The druid dies, the druid can't revive them because he is dead. Immediately upon starting the game, you're going to click the left wall of a bank, take a scroll of fly, pop it, and fly to the top of a smuggler's guild. Do try to be quick, or you're going to find out what that little tower up there does. Click the wall and teleport yourself to a fucking endgame area where you're
What
going
the
to quickly evade all the dragons, get inside the shrine, and get a permanent plus 20 to all of your attributes. Then hug the inner wall and keep smashing left click until you teleport again. Imagine being so based that you program in a one-to-one replica of your development office. Include all the staff and include your boss as a fucking goblin you kill inside his office. Because that's exactly what the staff of New World Computing did. Walk inside the
Fucking
office,
nice.
go to the payroll desk, pay yourself a salary. You deserve it. Go to
course.
the
Do a
canteen,
little
load
bit
up on
of,
food, eat
cubicle
some curry,
crawl.
get food poisoning. Don't worry, we'll get revenge on the ones responsible very soon. Walk inside John Van Cannigam's office, become
Christ.
afraid, but you can't be fired. You quit. Smack him dead, walk to the promotion desk and give your entire party a mega buff which will last for as long as you're able to stay awake. That's fine, because we don't need sleep. Teleport out of the office, run. Hug the outer left wall of a shrine and keep smashing left click. Teleport back to the starting town. Now, you're going to go on a rampage and kill everything on the map. Don't stop until you're done. If sleep deprivation kicks in, rub caffeine
nice.
powder directly into your eyes. Once it's all over, congratulations. You've essentially skipped the entire start of Might and Magic 6. The
Jesus
world
Christ.
is
You're
your
just fucking
oyster.
cheesing
Rotten
this.
hell, you penny-pinching miser.
As you can tell, I play this shit way too much. However, the mod can still surprise me. You might get a side quest in the beginning to return a certain candelabra to a certain cult. Don't do it. My reputation tumbled to the negative hundreds, all because I returned a single menorah to the cult of Ba. It does make sense, since the cult is trying to directly usurp the king. How do they plan to do that?
Yeah,
By
how?
offering cheap and affordable healthcare. I know, it makes me sick to my stomach. They even laugh maniacally. Each time I walk
Enjoy
out,
your
knowing full
A's
well
that
I
has
won't
been
have to sell my
cured.
house or my children to pay for treatment. As a result, every guard in every city tries to reduce the number of limbs I possess. This might not sound too bad, except reputation directly controls the price of everything. Positive rep lets you buy and sell at 100% of a real value. Negative rep reduces the sell price of anything to a single gold coin. However, the cost of buying anything will keep increasing forever, because negative reputation is an infinite spiral. So you can't sell shit, but you can't buy anything either. The only way out of it is to bribe the church. Unfortunately, donations are now a lot more charitable. I'm not talking a loose change kind of charity. I'm talking Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation kind of charity. The cheapest donation is 150 G's for a single point of reputation. And
Yes.
we need
Pay away
200.
your
I
sins,
don't
huh?
have that kind of cash. So I
What are you
reload
gonna
my
do?
game and pretend it never happened. Except it did. And I saved over it, so I can't go back. Later in the game, I went to the Superior Temple of Ba and accidentally did a mini quest for them. Do not talk to that fucking head. Listen, I had something like 400 positive reputation. Let me show you how much I have now. Yeah, it's at a healthy negative 1400.
Christ.
I did some quick math, and I'm here to tell you I can't afford shit. Luckily, when you jump across time and space, reputation doesn't follow. There's many locations where you can dimension door across worlds, but I found out I can just drink all the water in this fountain and take the secret express route. So I went to Might and Magic 8, got myself a member of the chosen people, and came right back. Now, nobody questions me. War crimes? Don't know any. I've grandmastered the merchant arts. My hustle is supreme, and you will pay me a fair price for these shoes. Besides these two little hiccups, everything else in the mod works perfectly. Graphics have been upscaled
Looks
to
great.
fit modern resolutions, which is great since you'll be spending most of your time staring at pixels. The only stuff which isn't baked in textures is the pre-rendered scenes in the
I wish they made like this type of game, like the new Might and Magic, like the first-person RPG, let's say in 2021 or 22. I don't really care. I know Ubisoft pretty much fucked the game up the ass. Like the last one was Heroes of Might and Magic 7, I think it was. Yes, I believe it was 7. It was completely garbage. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. They couldn't even put the effort into the game at all. I mean, it has a lot of potential. It's a pretty decent game. It has like plenty of lore. It could make a good MMO, but I really liked that they didn't do it. I wish they made the game like an open world RPG similar to Dragon Age Origins, and maybe, you know, I don't know, make Dark Messiah 2 game perhaps. I wish that exists as well. So yeah.
shops, houses, and taverns across the game. These still look really good for something made a century ago. Personally, I like to go drinking in Shadowspire. They know how to treat their elvish compatriots, because they've got one in the fucking chandelier. There's now extra options to increase render distance and to turn on the weather, which, under every circumstance I've ever pressed it, makes it impossible to see shit. The music is delightful, as always. I never talk seriously about this, but Might and Magic has an insane soundtrack.
Yes, it does, doesn't it? Sounds awesome. The eerie soundtrack. Damn.
This shit is designed to unsettle you, and I love it. Also, the sound is crisp, and it's really crispy each time you take a boat.
Yeah, that's
Might and
fucking
Magic
crisp,
is a
alright.
game with a simple thesis. Violence solves everything. In this game, we shoot first and justify it later. For example, Misty Islands. I need you to investigate an organization for evidence of corruption. How do we do that? We break in, we murder everyone. We find a single scroll that says we're corrupt, and we get justification for our preemptive massacre. That doesn't mean the game is simplistic. Compare the size and complexity of the average Might and Magic 6 dungeon to the average cave in Skyrim. No comparison. Many quests and dungeons in this game will drive you insane.
Yeah, it does seem like the old like RPG dungeons. I remember like playing what was it, old RPG games like, let's see, Neverwinter Nights, Baldur's Gate, and the dungeons were just so fucking huge and very difficult to navigate through, especially with like the mapping. There are also sorts of traps and puzzles. God, I fucking hate puzzles, minigames, all that kind of shtick. But Skyrim, it's pretty much yeah, just press the fucking dial up puzzle with the symbols behind it. Let's see, it looks like a bear. Is it a bear? Looks like a fish. Okay, 1, 2, 3, done. Oh wow, that's nice. I completed the dungeon. Fucking A. All that I need to do is just navigate through all 20 skeletons, draugrs, and spiders, and that's it. And I get the ultimate weapon or some shit.
What's that? You didn't realize that scroll of telekinesis on the floor wasn't random loot and actually was meant to activate an unreachable button you accidentally missed, and now you sold the scroll? Sounds like a personal problem. Did you just dive into a series of dwarven tombs without recording the steps you took, which may be necessary in case you ever want to leave? And my personal favorite, would you like to promote your monk into a ninja? Then I hope you like cryptography, because oh boy, I got a cipher puzzle for you. Luckily, people have suffered through this shit 2 decades before you, so the suffering is optional. This game has something for everyone. For 12-year-old me, this game was all about going to the wine cellar in Tatalia, killing the necromancers there, and reanimating them so I could look at their ass. Please understand, this was before we had internet. I didn't know any better, so I had to make do. It's like Plato's allegory of a cave, except in this cave, everyone's a degenerate. If necromancers weren't available, my next best option was genies, medusas, and, if I'm very desperate, water elementals. Listen, you don't know how tough you got it until you're looking at a fish and you're thinking to yourself, damn, that's a pretty good looking fish. Like I said, this game has something for everyone. So here's a list of features to entice the general public. Explore immersive, magical landscapes, which are composed of about 10 polygons. What did you expect? It runs on a 300 megahertz processor. Your refrigerator could probably run this game twice. Adventure through dark, grainy corridors, where the best way to navigate is by muscle memory, which you don't have. Acquire objectively better gear. Throw it away, because a real man dresses for fashion over function. Commit violence against everyone equally without discrimination. Originally, this game produced a lot of controversy after a Might and Magic player smacked dead a Hindu, believing he was a follower of Ba. Hard to believe, but true. And if you let me edit the wiki article, I can prove it too. Real talk, this game is actually quite endearing. The developers pretty much went around and asked people, yo, you want to be in a video game? Sweet. I'll make you a gypsy. That's why most of the portraits are actually real people. Dig through piles of trash.
Real people?
Catch
Looks like
STIs
real
in the process.
people.
Drink from strange water sources. Get mutilated by a fucking minotaur. Go through the whole game in real time because you're not an arthritic old man. And switch to turn-based mode whenever it's more convenient. Abuse turn-based mode to fly up and down between animations and dodge every attack. Why touch the ground when you can just fly above the world and cast meteor shower all day? Honestly, why would you even go into a dungeon when you can just buy all the items in town and enchant them for 10 times the original price? Learn the value of different skills, such as
You fucking cheating asshole.
disarm trap. Assert your dominance by yelling at the peasantry and forcing them to run through your magical minefield. Any death or injury is purely accidental. Besides, even if they do die, we can just reanimate them. No harm, no foul. Run around town and recruit the only 2 useful NPCs, an accountant and a banker, which take 5 and 10% of your earnings, but increase them by 10 and 20. In this game, there's no income tax, but there is tax on inheritance, and you pay that each time you die. How much exactly? 100%. Avoid that by storing your capital inside the Dark Elvish Central Bank.
Your gold is safe with us.
Visit the arena.
That doesn't sound very
Participate
safe
in
to
the
me.
arena, especially at low levels, where you'll be spending your time killing cats and strangling chickens. Visit the circus.
Nice.
They're always on tour. In one of the 3 most popular holiday destinations of the world, Werewolf Town, Undead Town, and of course, tropical islands filled with cannibals. Disclaimer: if you don't want to see hardcore
racist.
pixelated gore of cannibalized women, don't go to Bootleg Bay. Conversely, if you're into that stuff, go to to Bootleg Bay, cast Armageddon, nuke the entire map, and kill everyone in town. Lose not a single point of reputation. Sell
Seriously?
a single human bone to a private collector. Lose 5. Actually enjoy the world and get immersed into it, despite the fact that none of this shit makes sense. In conclusion, I give this
doesn't.
mod and all the games merged inside it a childhood out of 10. I'm extremely biased, and I know it. Remember, you only need Might and Magic 8 for the
Damn,
mod
that's
to work.
cheap.
But if you're interested, I hustled my man at GOG to put all the Might and Magic games on sale. Follow my link, and you get discounts
hell.
on all of them. As always, more content to come, so stay
Unfortunately,
tuned.
probably,
A warm
like,
thanks
ended
to the
already,
many
so,
members of
yeah.
a Merchants Guild generously funding and bankrolling these videos. Except this one, it's also a freebie. You're all truly wonderful. Have a good one.
Oh man, that was fucking lovely. Let's see, did I leave a comment here before? Yeah, there we go, 4 months ago. So there we go, a like from me. Beautiful video as always. Hope you guys enjoyed as much as I do. God, I wish they made more Might and Magic games, but unfortunately I have no idea when it's ever gonna happen, but if it's ever gonna happen, but yeah. Fucking Ubisoft, man. Now they have their own problems. I heard something about PR department or whatever. It's like, whatever. Maybe you shouldn't diddle that many of your coworkers. But that's. Anyways, yeah, that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed my cooking video and the react video. Like, share, subscribe, you all know what to do. Leave a suggestion, comment for the next video, whatever. You know basically what to do. I don't need to fucking tell you what to do and what not to do. I'm not your mother. I'm not gonna hold your hand. Just, you know, go crazy, do whatever. Go on, have fun. Meanwhile, I'm gonna prepare for today because I'm gonna be away for, let's see, what day is it today? Yeah, I'm gonna be away for like a week or so to Sweden with me and my pals. We're gonna have a Discord meetup, yeah. First time in my life that's ever gonna happen. We're gonna get drunk, we're gonna party hard, and we're gonna enjoy our time. I'll make a little like a road trip video, you know, we're gonna see the sights in Sweden. I'm gonna make a nice live what was it, fucking fucking forgot, travel video, something like that. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'll make that one. I'll post it on YouTube so you can check it out how it was for me. Maybe you too will also enjoy it if you ever want to go to Sweden. We'll see how it goes. But yes, for now, thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Peace.